In terms of how you put together your music, is there a flow that you kind of have when putting together songs? You know, I mean, you hear artists, you know, with different methodologies, but you know, when you put together a typical song, you know, what's usually the process?
There's no process when it comes to songwriting. I have acapellas that exist in my laptop on GarageBand, on my voice record. I'll get in the studio with a producer that his forte is drums, and we'll start with a track. Or I'll be in the studio with musicians or my guitarist in DC, and we'll just vibe and come up with something. I could be rehearsing with the band, and we'll come up with something jamming. So it really depends on the environment, who I'm working with, and how I'm feeling. But there is really no process to songwriting, but I do like no distractions when I'm creating. That's all. And a glass of wine.
Do you write a lot of your own stuff these days?
I do. I do. I'm very open to working with other people. I love working with other people, especially songwriters, so we can just sit, talk. I usually go out first or sit down and just chill instead of let's get to it. Let's talk. Where are you in your life? Where am I in my life? Oh, you went through this. Oh, okay. Well, this is what I'm going through. How can we make a song that says this? We just talk instead of getting right to business. And then when you have your own studio, you don't have to worry about budget, you know, and pressure for people and A&Rs coming in and dissecting you. We need a hit song in 6 hours. No, it doesn't work like that anymore. We take our time and we let art happen. And I really love that because I feel in the place that I've always aspired to be when I got into this in the first place. The passion is there. The same passion that I had when I was in gospel choir and coming up with ideas and harmonies and all kinds of things with the students there, my peers, is there now. And I never wanted to lose that. So I think things happen in life to get you back or to get you where you've always wanted to be or are supposed to be. And that's the main focus. It's not always about money. It's important, but to feel. And I can feel things. And I've actually lived a life. I'm not 16 anymore. You know, so it's great to bring all of that to the table.
And you worked with Pharrell before.
Yeah. Yes.
Pharrell's on fire right now.
Yes, he is. He's in that place.
He's in that zone right now.
He's in his zone where music is pure. And you can hear it and you can feel it when you listen to his music. It's not forced, it's not rushed, it's not calculated, it's not formula. You can tell it just was birthed out of how he felt. You know, and it's also elevation music. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, sound like Happy?
Yeah.
That's going to be living on for a long time. His grandkids going to be eating off Happy.
Very, very timeless. Very happy for him.
What was it like working with him in the studio?
Pharrell and I worked in the studio in New York City probably around 2000, and he was working on Beenie Man's album at the time.
Oh, okay.
And he and I got together. Actually, no. I met with Pharrell in Virginia Beach before that when they were working with Khalees, I think on her first project.
Oh, way back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our first encounter, and it was with the entire group of Neptunes, the Neptunes, and Chad, Pharrell. There was someone else in the studio too. So that's how we initially met. And they played tracks, and they had some drums in the back. They're musicians, so they had all of that in the back, I remember. But the next encounter with Pharrell was working on Beenie Man's album, which was a collaboration, and it was really simple. I went in the studio one day for a couple of hours and laid the hook down. I still perform that record, Girls Some Sugar, to this day, and have performed it with Beenie Man a couple of times in Jamaica for some fest.
That must have been crazy.
Yeah, retarded.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like 50,000 people or something like that? Like,
yeah,
that festival?
till 8 a.m.
Yeah, I've been to a few of those. Absolutely insane.